Hi! Welcome to Luxury in Moderation, where we appreciate the finer things in life without going overboard. I know I'm a little bit late in this wish list video, but I had a very hard time actually narrowing down what I wanted and what I did not want to buy. So this video is going to be a little bit of both, a wish list, a no-buy list, and also some online shopping tips that were really surprising to me. So I wanted to share my finds with you guys, so make sure to stay to the end for that. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Joanne, and every week I upload videos about luxury handbags and other luxury lifestyle products. So if you like that kind of content, please make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss my next video. So now let's get into the wish list portion of this video. If you saw my last week's video, you'll know that I went to a ton of Hermes boutiques, and originally I had a ton of Hermes items on my wish list, but I either A, bought those items already, or B, tried on the shoes and realized they weren't for me, so I was able to remove them from my wish list. So this is what is left of my wish list for Hermes items. Now, I am still very interested in getting an Olga bag charm for my Birkin, but I did hear that the metal charm can scratch up the leather, and especially for my Birkin, which is in the Epsom leather, that could be quite a mess. I'm not in a huge rush to search out and purchase this Olga charm, but if I see one and it's at a good price, I will go ahead and get it. I'm also interested in the Kelly belt, which is the one that can expand or be tightened. However, because of that mechanism, there's already small leather belt loops within the belt itself, and I'm just not sure if that can fit through a regular jean belt loop, like if that's going to cause the belt to snag and not actually be able to go around pants. So if you have any information on that, or if you have experience with the Kelly belt, please let me know. I'd be interested in learning about that. And then after trying on a bunch of sandals and shoes at the Hermes boutiques, I did narrow down that I would like to have a pair of the Colette loafers, which do run small, so you should probably size up and try them on in store if you're interested in that style as well. I also would like to have some more of their china or like dining items, so that's probably at the top of my list. Now, in terms of shoes, I did already get some sandals from the Saint-Tropez sandal shop this year. So while I'm still interested in building up my designer shoe collection, I do want to limit myself to only 2 or 3 more pairs this year. The main brands I'm looking at are Hermes, like I mentioned, Manolo Blahnik, and Chanel. So I'm not sure if Chanel are still doing their seasonal sales, so I'm going to look into that. If they do have shoes that go on sale, I would love to purchase some then. For Manolo Blahnik, I was able to try on some of their flats and their heels, and they also do run small, so I think I would have to size up as well. But originally I was only looking at their Hang-Easy line, but I actually spotted on Neimun Marcus recently that they also have some suede loafers that look really comfortable, and basically I really want to get some flats that don't look too casual. So for example, I have a lot of ballet flats and even some Tory Burch and Ted Baker flats, but I feel like they're kind of like too flat, that they look unprofessional. And as I am growing my career and getting older, I do want to look like I have authority. So please let me know if you have any recommendations for very professional shoes that are not heels. So then thinking of bags, because I do obviously have a huge love for bags, I do feel like my bag collection is pretty large and I'm not going to want to add too many other bags to my collection. And actually I've been trying to cull and reduce my bag collection, so I have been able to pass on on some bags already, and I'm actually looking to sell my Dior bar bag, which is this blue one right here. So if you're interested in it, please let me know. You can DM me on my Instagram, which is also Luxury in Moderation. I can ship it to you if you're in the US, but basically I feel like I have a lot of styles that I'm not using as much, or I have purchased new bags that kind of fulfill the function. So before I add more bags, I do want to make sure that bags aren't just going to waste in my closet. But one bag that I do have my eye on is the Rothy's, the handbag. And I know Rothy's isn't really like a luxury brand, but it is a brand that I've been interested in for a while because I do believe in the cause. I feel like they do recycle plastic into very wonderfully nice things, whether it be shoes or bags. And actually, the first bag that caught my eye from Rothy's was the Essential Tote, and especially in like the gray colorway because I just love gray. But after looking on the website, I realized that the tote was a little too big for my needs, even though I do agree that bigger bags are coming into style more, and it might not be full blown this year, but definitely next year everyone's gonna want like a hobo bag. So the next size down for Rothy's is called the handbag, and I do think that it's the perfect size for work or casual, so that's definitely something that I would like to see this year. And then I do still really love the LV Damier Azur print. However, after looking through their website several times, I feel like there just isn't a bag in that canvas that I really love. So I'm hoping that they put out some additional styles in the Damier Azur, maybe one that I'll fall in love with and I'll finally be able to pull the trigger and get an LV bag in a Damier Azur. And also, while I was traveling through Spain, I was like, you know, it would be really cool to get a bag from a Spanish brand while I was here. So I was really looking into the Loewe anagram tote. I know the Loewe puzzle bag is really having a moment and it's really trending. It's not really for me, but I do love the anagram design, and I'm definitely a tote girl. So if I do feel that I need another tote bag for whatever reason, that's probably a bag that would be on top of the list. And lastly, because I have so many shoes and bags already, I am interested in exploring fine jewelry a little bit more this year. I'm actually interested in these new brands that are making diamonds in a sustainable way because, again, I am trying to live more sustainably this year. And there's a lot of companies now with lab-grown diamonds, and I've even found one that makes diamonds from air. I mean, I'm sure that's possible because, you know, diamonds are just carbon, so maybe that's how they're able to do that. Now, on to some items that I want to limit myself on. Last year, I actually had a no-buy list, and I think it's just good practice to put some guidelines in for myself so that I can save money in some categories to put towards luxury items in other categories. So this year, I don't want to buy any tops. I definitely do not need any more coats, even though right now it is freezing in New York. We are having a snowstorm, but I have so many coats and I have so many boots that I really cannot buy any more of those. For shoes, I already mentioned that I want to limit myself to 3 pairs, but I am going to give myself some leeway in terms of bottoms and dresses. So I'm going to give myself a limit of buying 5 dresses this year and 5 bottoms, so including pants and skirts. And last year I said I would not buy any candles or any expensive body products. I immediately broke that rule after the new year was over because I'm actually currently obsessing over this shampoo and conditioner brand that makes bar soap out of rice water. So I got the ad for it last year, but because of my rule, I did not purchase it last year, and I waited until this year to try it out. I think it's a really innovative concept, and I appreciate that there's a lot of history and heritage from like Asia that is able to spread through brands like this one. So I'm going to share more information on that below if you're interested in trying it out. I do think they have a very good trial policy. So I still want want to be very conscious of not overbuying candles and expensive bath and body products, but I am going to allow myself to buy some here and there. Now on to the last section of this video, which are just some shopping tips that I wanted to share. The first thing that really shocked me was that I got some shopping ads on Instagram for Neiman Marcus and Bergdorf Goodman selling Hermes plates and dining wear. So when I got those ads, I was like, wait, is this legit? Like, is this a real like Neiman Marcus ad, and are they really selling Hermes things? Because I did not expect it. You know, I didn't think that Hermes was selling their branded items through retail stores. But I clicked on the link and it is true. It seems like you can definitely buy those items from Neiman Marcus and Bergdorf. So I'll leave some links below, but you know, they don't have everything in stock. Some of the things they are saying it's back ordered until March, so there's a waiting period. But again, I was just very surprised, and I have more thoughts on this. So stay tuned for next week's video, because my goodness, I was just surprised that Hermes was outsourcing the sales of those items. So maybe we're going to see more and more Hermes items popping up on other sites, so you can actually purchase from other places. And the next shopping surprise that I got was when I was on the LV website scrolling through all of their bags. There's actually something called the double zip pochette now. So that's a very similar style, and I was super excited when I saw that it was in stock on the website. I was so close to pulling the trigger. I added it to bag, I browsed and added another pochette to cart, and I was really going to check out. Spoiler alert, I didn't. I was just like so excited that to see things in stock on the LV website, because everyone's always saying like, oh, everything's out of stock, it's so hard to buy anything. So when you actually see that green circle that says that in stock, it does definitely influence you to impulse buy more, because you know, you feel like you have to check out or someone else is going to take it and it's going to be out of stock again. By the way, I was shopping around 10 p.m. on like a weeknight Eastern time, so I don't know if that helps. If you're trying to score something on the website, you know, it might be good to check really random hours. But as I was saying, while I was browsing the double zip pochette style, I came across the World Tour customization process, which I actually didn't realize that they had rolled out on the website. My information is probably years old, but I thought that that was something they only had in a few flagship boutiques. Now I see that you can customize a lot more styles on the website through the World Tour system. So for example, I saw that the double zip pochette in the monogram, the mini pochette was also another style that you could customize. The World Tour system is a little slow on the website, at least it was for me, so I had to kind of wait for the designs to load, and then after you select the designs, you have to wait for the image to update that mocks up what your bag will look like. And of course, it does say that it takes a while to produce, so I think you're supposed to wait like 7 or 8 months for your item to actually be produced. But that is a way for you to get a mini pochette if that's something that you really wanted and it's always sold out online in the monogram. You could customize it a little bit. For example, I did mock up a design that I thought was still very classic, but honestly, the selection of artwork for each location isn't the biggest. So for example, let's say on the front, they say you can only pick this one design out of 10. And then on the back, you have maybe a couple more locations to put things. But for me, I'm still trying to go for a more timeless look. So I actually selected the option no customization for a lot of locations. So you wouldn't have as many designs all over the bag. On one of the designs, you were able to do an initial on either like a mini Speedy or mini Alma. So it was like a mini monogram within the bigger monogram. And I thought that was super cute. But then the initials were in bright pink, and I didn't think that the bright pink matched, and you couldn't change the color of the initials. So there are definitely limitations on that, but there's certainly some styles on there that I think are pretty interesting that you can customize. For some reason, I am not loving the monogram canvas recently, so I wasn't super into the base print, which is in the regular monogram. But anyways, I really wanted to just share that with you guys because that's something new that I discovered that I didn't know was possible before, so I wanted to spread that information. Hopefully this video was helpful for you in terms of shopping, in terms of figuring out what you want to prioritize or not prioritize this year. Thank you guys so much for taking the time and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!